It's 3:15, and that means it's time for
The Real Deal with Bill McNeil.
That's right. Welcome once again to The Real Deal with Bill McNeil. I'm your host, Bill McNeil, and you're probably wondering exactly what is the real deal today.
Hey, good question.
Welcome back to Thinking Critical. This is Wes, and today I've got some more comic industry news. We've got an update on Daredevil 25. Obviously, this was a somewhat groundbreaking issue, introduced Elektra as the new Daredevil for the foreseeable future. Obviously, this won't be permanent, but that issue was very under-ordered. Nobody knew this was coming. Certainly, the retail shops didn't. They didn't order like they probably should have with the an introduction like this happening. And the speculators, wiped out the market. You can see normal covers going for like $50 and $60 on eBay now. The 1 in 25 cover I've seen as high as $150. So there's a second printing with a couple of new covers. Also, they solicited a new cover for a new variant cover for issue 26. Then I'm going to get into those details. Diamond Comics has warned retailers to expect delays around Christmas time, and I imagine that these delays are going to be far more widespread than just the comic book industry. It looks like there's going to be widespread delays, and I'll get into those details. And also, finally, X-Men Children of the Atom, the somewhat derided and, laughable title that was supposed to be Dawn of X. Looks like it's going to be Reign of X now for Vidal and Bernard Chang, is delayed yet again. It was originally solicited or announced in January 2020 this year. It was solicited, I believe, for June. With the pandemic, it never happened. It was solicited again for January 2021. But it's not good. It's further delayed. I'll get into those details as well. Now, before I get into all the details of this information, I will say this. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the bell for notifications. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoy these videos. Give me a thumbs down if you don't. Either way, I want to hear your thoughts on Daredevil 25 getting a second printing, new covers, the Diamond Comics expecting Christmas delays, and X-Men Children of the Atom being delayed again. Now let's get into these details. These are the covers. The first one on the left is going to be the second printing cover A from, obviously that's Marco Cicchetto. This was a page from the interior art, which was the reveal that Elektra was now Daredevil, obviously trying to earn Matt's trust. I just did an entire review on that on the channel with Perch. I think it was yesterday. Maybe it was earlier today. It was earlier today that was actually published out. It's a very good comic book issue. If you haven't watched that review, I definitely suggest it. It was a very good comic book. The one on the right is going to be the 1 in 25 variant. This is also from Marco Cicchetto. Obviously, this is the character design that he did up before they illustrated the comic. It was probably approved by Zdarsky and the Marvel editorial staff. So these are the two new covers for the second printing. Obviously, Daredevil 25 was vastly underordered. Nobody knew that there was going to be introduction of a new Daredevil. The solicitations did seem weird because they kept talking about Daredevil doing stuff, even though we knew that he was in jail. They're like, did he escape already? Like, who got him out? Who sprung Daredevil? Turns out they're talking about Matt Murdock being in jail as Daredevil, but there's also a new Daredevil on the streets, and that is Elektra. There is a new variant cover for issue number 26 that's also Marco Cicchetto. Not sure if that one's going to be also repurposed interior art, maybe from the next issue. But I have not seen the cover for that one. That one's TBD as far as what it actually looks like. But it has been solicited through Diamond Comics previews. Obviously, like I said, this is a big change. The speculator market has been huge on this. The prices are through the roof on eBay and other auctioning sites. I've heard that some retailers have held back some copies so they could mark them up on the shelves and stuff like that. So this wasn't. They really should have got the word out better. They probably should have informed retailers that, hey, we can't tell you exactly what's going to happen in Daredevil 25, but you're going to want to order big because it's going to be something that you're interested in, that your customers are interested in. Obviously, it didn't happen. While Daredevil has been, in my estimation, the best ongoing series at Marvel for over a year now, well over a year now. I think it surpassed Immortal Hulk quite a while ago. The order numbers have never really took up. Like it's not doing terrible, but it's not doing nearly as well as it should as far as the quality of the comic book. Hopefully, this will draw more eyes on it, and people will go and discover Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil with Marco Cicchetto on art, because it's been spectacular so far. And I really enjoyed this issue, and I hope people enjoyed the review as well. Now, getting on to the next topic, Diamond Comics distributors have started informing their retail partners to expect some delays around the Christmas holiday. This is what Chief Logistics Officer Sean Hamrick put out to retailers. We know that UPS, FedEx, and the trucking companies are doing their best, but they're warning that the system will experience record volumes all through December. So we are taking extra steps to help retailers be prepared to meet their customer needs this holiday season. Now, I expect this was going to go well beyond the comic book industry. A lot of people can't travel for the holidays like they normally would, probably with Christmas presents in tow. People are missing their families right now. Expect a lot of Christmas presents to be delivered via UPS, FedEx, and other means of shipping through the holidays. And it appears that we're probably going to have some delays as far as Diamond Comics. Obviously, that won't affect DC, but I would be surprised if Lunar didn't have the same issues as well. Now, normally Christmas week is a slow week for new comic books. They do release a few new comics. Last year, the Kill Lock from Livio Ramondelli, IDW Comics, came out Christmas week. It was phenomenal. It was one of my diamonds that I discovered in 2019, I mean. They also went on to say that through December, Diamond will ship weekly shipments as early as possible each week, provide additional protections. That means some shipments will arrive earlier than usual. We encourage retailers to monitor the tracking numbers and plan accordingly. Anything else in here? Also, the deadline for placing reorders for reshipments and freight forwarding for arrival in stores on December 30th will now be noon Friday, December 18th. I believe that's one day early. And Diamond's Olive Branch and Plattsburgh distribution centers will invoice customers on Monday, December 21st for products on sale December 30th. And cutoff for replenishment orders will be 24 hours early. Yeah, so they're going to have to reorder earlier so they can get the shipments out early. Diamond's doing their best. They're going to try and get the shipments out earlier than normal. We shall see if that would happen, but we shall see if that happens. But expect wide spread delays through FedEx, UPS, other means of shipping. Obviously, the U.S. Post Office through the holidays. Probably going to see a record volume of gifts and packages being sent out, and it looks like it will be affecting the comic book industry, specifically Diamond Comics, and I imagine Lunar as well. Not sure that we'll see the a release on that one, because DC and Lunar seem to be more buttoned up as far as getting it. When I say buttoned up, I mean they don't seem to leak information quite as freely as other entities, but we shall see. Now, the last bit of news is Children of the Atom, which is Vita Ayala's. I thought it was an ongoing, but I thought it was a miniseries. Now I'm not really sure. I think it's a miniseries. It was supposed to be Dawn of X. Obviously, Dawn of X is over. We're in Reign of X. And this is the mini-series that's going to feature young versions of kids like portraying their favorite mutant heroes. I believe it's using technology. There is some speculation that these might be the first generation Chimera mutants that were referred to in House of X Powers of 10. I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be kids using technology to emulate their favorite mutant superheroes. This will be illustrated by Bernard Chang, very good artist. This was announced around the same time, at least the trailer came out around the same time as New Warriors. Obviously, New Warriors took the brunt of the mockery online. I imagine if Children of the Atom's trailer had come out like standalone, it probably would have gotten similar treatment. It wasn't very good. Doesn't seem very exciting. But, you know, it's X-Men. Jonathan Hickman certainly has revitalized the X-Men brand. I certainly will be reviewing this series on the channel, at least the first issue, because Vita Ayala's Marauders issue and Ten of Swords is borderline embarrassing, in my opinion. Obviously, some people enjoyed it. I was not one of those. But it was supposed to come out in January of 2021. After it was delayed because of the pandemic. It was supposed to come out in January 2021. It was solicited for that. And then we didn't see it solicited in February 2021. We thought, wow, that's weird that they would take a skip month on the second issue. Turns out the January solicitations are wiped out. It's actually now going to release in March 2021. So you can expect that review here on the channel in about 4 months. Also, it appears that they've changed the logo back to more align with like the original like Children of the Atom miniseries. It wasn't an event. It was from I think the early 2000s, but it no longer looks like the Dawn of X, like Jonathan Hickman kind of generic X-Men logos that they created for all the titles. And it looks like these are the new logos that are on all of them. Not sure what that means exactly. Maybe they're hoping that it'll evoke more of a nostalgic feel to the original Children of the Atom story. Not sure about that. So there you go. That has been delayed. I think this is the second or third delay that we've seen. I do expect it actually to come out in March this year, though, or March in 2021. And that will do it, folks. A pretty quick in two, right to business comic book industry news update. Daredevil 25, the introduction of Elektra as the new Daredevil. Obviously, very underordered. There is a second printing. We're getting new covers from Marco Cicchetto. One of them is the interior art. That was the introduction of Elektra's Daredevil. That'll be the regular A cover for the second printing. There is a 1 in 25 variant cover that is going to be like the character design that Marco Cicchetto did. They're also soliciting a new variant for issue 26. Obviously, that will feature Elektra on the cover. We have not seen that, but that is also going to be by interior artist Marco Cicchetto, who's doing a bang-up job on Daredevil and has been since day one. Now, he doesn't illustrate it every issue, unfortunately, but when you get a Marco Cicchetto illustrated Daredevil comic from Chip Zdarsky, you are basically getting the best ongoing comic book in the industry, in my opinion. Although We Live might have passed it up, but that's only on issue 2. Now, Diamond Comics is warning retailers to expect Christmas delays due to an overwhelming volume of shipping during the holidays that likely we've never seen before. People aren't really traveling. People aren't able to travel. There's a lot of worry still going around about the coronavirus. And so hopefully they have put in measures to mitigate some of the effects, and hopefully people will get all the shops get their comic books in time. And finally, X-Men Children of the Atom has been delayed again. And now expect it in March 2021. And that'll basically do it. Thank you all for visiting me today, and I'll see you tomorrow on the Comics Aficionado Street. Later.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. I would appreciate it very much. It helps us attract more views for the channel. Subscribe for future commentary, comic book news, and reviews. And don't forget to ring the bell for notifications. If you want to talk comics, movies, and much, much more, you can follow me on Twitter at Wes_from_TC. With that, Salamat Po, and I'm out.